Many travelers are familiar with the world's tallest skyscraper, Dubai's Burj Khalifa. But do you know the name of the second tallest skyscraper in the world? Here is the answer. It's the Merdeka 118, currently under construction in Kuala Lumpur, the capital of Malaysia. Its height to the tip of the spire is 2,227 feet. Construction began in 2014. The building is about 85% complete and could be finished by the end of this year. The project is so complex that many of the usual construction tasks are very challenging. For example, it takes about 3 days of preparation to lift some loads, even with the specially implemented system. And the lifting process itself can easily take about 2 or 3 hours. The design incorporates local culture. For example, the triangular glass panes on the facade are inspired by Malaysian art and handicrafts. Inside there will be a shopping mall, a hotel, a museum, and even a mosque, as well as the highest observation deck in Southeast Asia. Time for a visit to the United States, or to be more precise, to the city of Atlanta, where the Mercedes-Benz Stadium is located. It was under construction from 2014 to 2017, and the final cost amounted to $1.6 billion. So, what did the engineers surprise us with? First of all, we want to highlight the unique sliding roof. 8 petals with a combined weight of 8,818,490 pounds move each on its own trajectory and at their own speed. That is the biggest misconception about the roof, that it rotates. It doesn't rotate. All the petals slide open in a straight line, said Bill Johnson, the project's lead architect. Secondly, the stadium is able to transform, changing its capacity. It'll hold 71,000 spectators for American football and 40,000 for soccer. And thirdly, it's packed with everything fans need. There are about 1,800 Wi-Fi access points, and a chatbot called Ask Arthur will help you to find your seat or solve any other question. In addition, instead of tickets, there are special RFID cards. Now let's go to Germany. In August 2018, the Ida Nova cruise ship was launched there. Of course, it looks impressive in size, but the key feature is the hybrid engines. The Ida Nova is the world's first cruise liner which can use only liquefied natural gas as fuel. There are 4 engines in total. They look like this, and if necessary, they switch over to consumption of conventional fuel oil. Here are some of the specifications. The vessel has over 2,600 cabins, accommodates 6,654 passengers and 1,646 crew members. The Ida Nova can reach speeds of up to 20 miles per hour and is 1,106 feet long. The amount of engineering involved is just mind-blowing. Imagine just drawing up the blueprint, let alone build it, one user commented. We couldn't agree more. The dry dock in the video allowed about 3,000 people to work at the same time. Elon Musk never stops working. The billionaire founder of Tesla and fan of playing with the Bitcoin exchange rate is also involved in this project. On the screen is Tesla's European factory, known as Giga Berlin. It was opened on March 22, 2022. The gala event was attended by German Chancellor Olaf Scholz. During the event, the first 30 buyers received their keys to their new Teslas, and Musk was in such a good mood that he even danced. Giga Berlin is located on an area of about 1.2 square miles. Initially, it was going to be a BMW plant, but they chose a different location. If all goes according to plan, the plant will produce up to 500,000 cars a year, as well as batteries and powertrains. In addition, about 12,000 jobs will be created. Job openings are already available on the plant's website. And here is a project from British engineers. If everything goes according to plan, it'll provide energy for about 6 million homes. The idea of the project is to build several offshore wind farms in the area of the largest sandbank in the North Sea, known as Dogger Bank. The total cumulative capacity, according to the project, is 3.6 gigawatts, and these turbines will be needed to reach it. During the first phase of the project, some 190 turbines of 20 feet in diameter are planned to be placed, and the laying of special cables started in April 2022. Not only London is interested in the project, Berlin, Copenhagen, and Amsterdam could use the energy too. The authors of the project are considering adding artificial islands to the area and creating a powerful energy hub for these and other countries. We now arrive in California, where the California High-Speed Rail project is being carried out. This is a high-speed rail network with the corresponding infrastructure, which is scheduled for completion in 2029. The total length of the network is expected to be about 808 miles, and about 100 million passengers will be able to use it. The current cost of the project is about $77 billion, and that amount did not emerge out of thin air. A number of viaducts needed to be built as well. You can see them on your screen right now, as well as more than 25 stations. In addition, state-of-the-art trains must be purchased. They'll reach speeds of up to 220 miles per hour. However, there is an issue. The project has already been the subject of criticism, and many American newspapers have pointed out the cost overruns and problems with work control. No, this is not a scene from a sci-fi movie, but the Beijing Daxing International Airport. It was opened in 2019, and the unusual shape, resembling a starfish, is the result of an equally unusual concept. According to the plan, Beijing Daxing plays the role of a huge transportation hub. It combines the advantages and opportunities of an airport, the largest in the world, a subway, a train station, and express highways, and it will gradually serve about 100 million people per year. The estimated cost of construction is $17.5 billion, and the airport is located on 18 square miles of land. Inside, guests will find an impressive design and an abundance of entertainment and business opportunities. Hotels, lounges, children's areas, cafes, stores, medical offices, a yoga room, and even traditional Chinese-style gardens, so you'll never be bored here. How thin can a skyscraper be? The answer is already on your screen, because next up is the Steinway Tower in the US. It is the thinnest skyscraper in the world. It sits on a foundation of 105 feet by 200 feet, which is comparable to a couple of basketball courts, and the building's width-to-height ratio is 1 to 24. The skyscraper is 1,428 feet tall and has 84 floors. The workers had to work hard. For example, this is what the facade work looked like, including the installation of unique terracotta trim decorated with filigrees of bronze. Surprisingly, the skyscraper accommodates not only 60 luxury residences, a fitness center and a swimming pool, but a concert hall that's also a cultural heritage monument. It was built on the site of a piano salon, famous for being the place where Tchaikovsky gave concerts. For the next mega project, we go to France, more exactly to Bordeaux. In 2013, locals were delighted with this bridge, the key feature of which is a vertical lift. In the same year, the bridge received the title of the longest vertical lift bridge in Europe. By the way, the opening ceremony was attended by the president of the country. The bridge was named after Jacques Chaban-Delmas, a famous politician, associate of Charles de Gaulle, and former mayor of Bordeaux. According to the specialists, it was necessary to fit the bridge into the architecture and to ensure that it was to the liking of the residents. The final version boasts the following characteristics: a length of 1,887 feet, a width of 105 to 148 feet, and the ability to ascend 197 feet in about 11 minutes. A state-of-the-art computer system assists in the controls. The screens display data from surveillance cameras and various sensors, and the lighting changes color depending on the tide. Our next destination is Brazil, where a team of architects has challenged the grey and boring look of one of Sao Paulo's neighborhoods. The Cidade Matarazzo project includes a 305-foot tower that combines the capabilities of a residential and a hotel complex, different stores, spa, fitness and gyms, a cinema, parking spaces, a chapel, and much more. The project is an homage to traditional local architecture. In particular, wooden elements and the recognizable red roof tiles were actively used. The abundance of greenery is also pleasing to the eye. The tower features special sections for large trees, which reach 46 feet in height. This tower will show how medium to high-rise apartment buildings can be instrumental in recapturing an art of living that's capable of progressively defining Sao Paulo, the project's website claims. The Cidade Matarazzo looks really cool against the backdrop of the boring skyscrapers. The world's largest radio telescope, FAST, was built in China, with the ambitious goal of studying the principles of galaxy formation and evolution, learning about the origin of the universe, and searching for extraterrestrial civilizations. Development of the telescope began back in 1994, and the official launch was held in January 2020. And on March 31, 2021, the telescope was open for scientists from around the world who can submit their observation applications. The telescope has a diameter of 1,640 feet and cost more than $185 million to build. During construction, it took some ingenuity, such as using 25-foot diameter helium balloons to move the workers around. There are 4,450 triangular panels laid on the surface, and robots are used to control the tension of the cables. And FAST isn't its only name. In Chinese, the telescope was dubbed Tianyan, which literally means heaven's eye. Let's continue our journey through China and visit the Guoliang Tunnel. It's been called one of the most dangerous mountain roads in the world, and the road that does not tolerate any mistakes. And for good reason, because this tunnel located on the mountainside is only 13 feet wide. The history of this tunnel is amazing. Residents of the village Guoliang, to which it leads, had been asking the authorities to build a road for a long time. However, they were ignored, and in 1972, they took matters into their own hands. For 5 years, they sold all kinds of things to buy all the necessary supplies for the construction, and the work was all done by hand. The speed on the most difficult section was about 3.2 feet in 3 days. The end result is a 3,937-foot-long tunnel that has become a popular attraction. However, you should be careful when strolling. Rock falls occur regularly. The Duge Bridge is another Chinese project. The 4-lane cable-stayed giant construction connects the banks of the Beipan River and spans 4,396 feet in length. The bridge is known for several records. First, in 2018, it was recognized by the Guinness World Records as the highest bridge in the world. 1,853 feet separate the roadway and the river. And secondly, it's one of Asia's first cable-stayed bridges built in a mountainous area. In addition, the company that built it has applied for 13 patents and 6 software copyrights. Of course, the records also had an impact on the cost. At current exchange rates, the Duge Bridge cost about $1.2 billion. So there's a fee to cross the bridge. You have to pay about $3.